So I'm a black farmer, and a lot of people are wondering, why are black farmers not panicking like a lot of white farmers? Well, let me explain to you the reasons why. It's because white farmers have been handed everything to them, a lot of them. Not saying all of them, but a good bit of them. And by that I mean this, MLK even pointed out, he says, farmers in the West and the Midwest who were white, they were given land, they were given money, they were given training, they were given a lot. Whereas the black farmers weren't given anything, and the largest civil rights settlement in U.S. history is Pickford v. Glickman, where you had a class action lawsuit, bunch of black farmers all joined the lawsuit, and they won a huge settlement because the USDA was shown to be racist for decades. So because black farmers haven't been given anything, we've been learning to do without, unlike your white farmers. So when things are taken away from you, all your subsidies, all your tax breaks, guess what? You panic. Whereas we've always been going through this shit. So there's problems in privilege.
So y'all remember when it was said that we taking all the black jobs? They really thought that we was going to be looking for black jobs, y'all. And I woke up this morning, I was scrolling through TikTok, and I saw this guy made a video, and I saved it to my favorite so you can go look for it. And he said he was pretending to be MAGA on one of those other apps. He said they were doing a live, and the farmers were saying that they thought that the black people would be looking for jobs to work on their farms. Now, you got to be kidding me. Do they think we really looking for farm work? Do they not know that we are educated and we got degrees? And being a farm worker ain't even in the jobs categories that we be looking for. They really don't know how educated some of us are. They don't know how many degrees a lot of us have. They got to be really lost if they think that we want to come and work on their farms. They don't know that our parents and our grandparents growing up wouldn't even let us be outside if it wasn't no shade outside. Do they really think that we gonna work on a farm where ain't no shade trees at? I hate to disappoint y'all, baby, but you gonna have to get somebody else to do it, because we ain't working on nobody's farm. Never. The only way you gonna see black people working on a farm is if they own the farm, because we not working on nobody's farm as no workers. So I hate to disappoint y'all. If y'all thought those was black jobs that black people looking for, honey, you better think again, because black folks that I know got good jobs. We've had a black president, we had a black vice president, we got black senators, we got black congressmen, we got black CEOs, we got black doctors, we got black nurses, we got black psychiatrists, we got a lot of good black jobs. Now, I don't know what y'all thought we was gonna be farm workers for. We don't even want to work in the fast food industry. Those jobs, we don't want those kind of jobs. So, I hate to disappoint you MAGA people, but we don't do farm work. So get somebody else to do it. I'll like, share, comment, and repost. Drop in the comments y'all education and y'all good black jobs, because they don't think we got good black jobs out here. So we need to let them see it.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel once again. So guys, you have been seeing how white farmers, they have been crying in America, especially the MAGA farmers. We have been seeing how majority of them, they have been going bankrupt, how majority of them, they are losing their farms, how majority of them also, they are not seeing their workers, they are vanishing each and every night. So these white farmers, majority of them, they went ahead and vote for this to happen to them. But right now we are seeing majority of them, they are coming out crying, and also they have started to attack black people. But black people right now, they are coming out and sending message to these white farmers. So kindly guys, I want you to watch these videos of how black farmers, they are sending their warning message to the white farmers. Watch this, then I'll be back with more comment. I'm your host, Dash Lifestyle.
Them farmers really thought we was going back to them fields. They really thought we was going back to them fields. You know what? My mother was the first generation on her mother's side not to be brought up on a plantation. Not to be brought up on a plantation. That's what I said. My grandfather had a third grade education, but he left my mama 2 houses, property in the bank, property and money in the bank, with a third grade education. And guess what? He worked in fields. My great grandmother worked in fields and cut that cane just like a man. You hear me? And if you think that Eddie Lewis and Victoria C. Jones and all the rest of my ancestors bust their tail in them fields for us to go back to the fields, absolutely not. That's not progress. We're trying to heal from ancestral trauma. We're trying to heal from that. That ain't happening. That produce could rot in them fields before we go back to them fields.
Good morning, guys. How are y'all doing? You know, guys, I've been watching a lot of videos about the farmers that are crying. They're about to lose their farm. They're not about to pass anything down to their children, and they want the world now to feel sorry for them. But this is how they voted. They voted to take away everything from African Americans, the Latinos, the Hispanic, the Mexican, the Cuban. They voted to take away health care. They voted to take away SNAP. And they voted for a man with 34 felonies. And they was excited about it. They was happy about it. And now that it's their time, they want the whole world to feel sorry for them. I don't. Like, follow, and share, guys. Have a great day.
So yesterday I made a video talking about the white farmers and how they were crashing out all over social media because they voted for Shitty Bridges and thought he was going to give them back slaves. And also, because of that, they lost 100% of their workforce due to the ICE raids. I want to come on here today and I want to give some love to black farmers who I don't think get enough, right? I can appreciate that they are not on the internet spazzing out and crashing out. You want to know why? It's because whatever is going on in the current climate when it comes to farming, they're not new to this because they have faced adversity, not being given what they need in order to be successful, unlike their white counterparts, right? Because they have been spoon-fed everything they've needed in order for them to be successful. And now that that privilege and entitlement is gone because of who they voted for, they're on the internet trying to garner some favor and some sympathy. Meanwhile, black farmers, chilling. They cool as cucumbers because guess why? They know how to handle themselves and their farms during times of crisis.
Check out how Trump's policies are destroying these red state farmers who voted for him, and we're going to be right back.
Now, I've never been as worried as I am now about whether or not my kids and grandkids will be able to carry on.
He said, I love you, Mr. Trump. I need to see the fruit of your love.
5 of my customers have committed. That's how serious that this is.
And what it costs for us to farm is astronomical now.
I farm with paid-for equipment. All my tractors are 50 years old, and I can't hardly make this deal work. I think the tariffs are the ice cream on the cake of a perfect storm.
After a horrible year last year where most farmers in Arkansas Delta lost money, this year's going to be worse.
So my son will not be the 7th generation on our farm.
We're going to lose 25 or 30% of the farmers in this country if they don't do something. It has to be done, and it's not just here. It's everywhere.
Now, a lot of my liberal followers are understandably, justifiably like, well, F around and find out. But that's a little too simple for my journalistic standards. There's something deeper going on here. Because if you have a historical understanding of how propaganda works on the human mind, I think everybody who's getting messed over by these Trump policies in red states who voted for him needs to start by suing right-wing media companies for radicalizing them into doing things that are against their best interests and echo chambering them out of the information that could have them more critical about his policies. I'll reiterate, if you ain't got the bandwidth to feel nothing for these people after what they done, I feel you. But low-key, high-key, this is tragic, yo. Because even as late as May, a survey by the Purdue company of like 400 farmers showed that 70% of them still believe that Trump's tariff is going to have some kind of positive benefit for them. Remember that slew of executive orders that Donald Trump was just signing earlier on in the year? Well, it caused so much bureaucratic instability that it made the USDA pause funding for over 30,000 farmers in the United States. That was strike one. Strike two for the farmers was when Doge came in and gutted USAID. Everybody was like, oh, that's just a front for the CIA across the world. Maybe, but also it created automatic buyers all across the world for American grown wheat and corn and anything that could bridge the gap for starvation. That's gone. Strike three was the deportations. These farmers literally voted for Trump to steal their workers and wonder why ain't no work getting done when all of these compounding factors are crushing them. Strike four, which is more than you're supposed to have, is what? The dude said it. The tariffs. He said it's the icing on the cake. We tried to tell y'all that it's Americans who pay the tariffs. Y'all didn't listen, so listen to these farmers. You know what's ironic? A lot of these farmers were dead silent or complicit in black farmers getting screwed over for decades by not only their peers, but by the USDA. So bad that they had to win lawsuit after lawsuit in the billions of dollars to get claims and damages done. And still the USDA was slow with paying them out. Had they not been so racist, they'd have had a larger coalition to argue for what they need. And what's even deeper is that a lot of these farmers' ancestors were given this land in the Homesteading Act of 1862, when freshly stolen land from Native Americans was given to European peasants for pennies on the dollar. We're talking about 1/10 of the U.S. landmass. The term chickens coming home to roost is a farming colloquialism that applies here with a ruthless poetic irony. I can't even really get myself to celebrate over this because I'm looking at how the sins of the father cascade down to the generations, how these farmers inherited not only land, but a culture from their forebearers that allowed them to be prime targets for propaganda like this. The only positive way that I could look at this is possibly a new beginning in disguise. Because if we're gonna have an America that works for everybody, it's gonna take these folks getting disappointed in this way to let this all burn down, metaphorically speaking, and plant new seeds for the future. That's just my take on it. What y'all feel? My name is Theo E.J. Wilson. Like, follow, and share this message out if you feel it. Holla back.
You know, I'm seeing all these videos right now where all these farmers are crying about not getting no help right now. You know what? Let me ask you something. When have you ever heard of a black farmer crying about it? Never. And you want to know why? Because they ain't never got no help in the first place. That's right. USDA is literally admitted to discriminating against black farmers. And literally black farmers had to sue, thousands of them, to get what white farmers are handed for free. And fast forward to today, all these farmers crying that they can't get no help. You see, black farmers, they've been struggling. Y'all just now feeling what they've been feeling for over 100 years. Black farmers, they used to own over 19 million acres of land. But guess what? Systematic racism, denied loans, shady politicians, and legal loopholes wiped them all out. Yeah. And now they're 1% of America's farmland. When the government finally tried to pass relief for the black folk back in 2021, white farmers sued to block it, claimed it was reverse discrimination. Make that make sense. So, you know, next time you see folks complaining about farm aid, why don't you ask them, where's the help for the black farmers? Ask them why their struggle is just now important when others have been suffering for centuries.
I'm a black homesteader. Of course, I had to purchase 46 acres of land to give honor to my ancestors who didn't get their 40. I'm a black homesteader. Of course, I have cattle and other livestock, and I'm teaching myself farming due to systemic racism and black people only owning 1% of farmland in the U.S. I'm a black homesteader. Of course, people ask me why I chose Montana. Duh.
So I'm a black farmer, and you ask me, can you make money off of raising pigs? Well, let's go over some numbers. So a pig mama, or sow as we call them, if she only has 10 piglets, and they can have an average of 10 to 13 piglets at a time, and you can breed them 3 times a year, and they'll have piglets twice a year. But say that my average sow only has 10 piglets. If I charge $750 per whole pig that I've raised to slaughter, that's $7,500. And if I have 10 sows, well, that's $75,000. And mind you, here's a special thing. If I breed them twice a year, that's $150,000 off of just meat alone. And if I sell piglets, well, I'm gonna sell them for $150 a piece, or if they're purebred pig, $200 a piece. So you're talking about anywhere from $1,500 to $2,000 a piece. And I ain't gotta even raise those pigs. I'm just selling them off. Yes, it's very profitable to be a hog farmer. And now you see why people like Deontay Cow, Justin Scott, Son M Show always talk smack about black men like myself. The fact of the matter is, what I'm doing is called nation building. What they're doing is yapping on the internet. You see, it's very easy to go to Harvard or go to any other higher institution to become a professor. Very easy to get a freaking podcast. It's very easy to sit in your mama's basement and just yap and yap and yap. But do the actual nation building shit that I'm doing right now, there ain't a whole lot of black men doing it. And I know for a fact, because the largest civil rights settlement in U.S. history was Pickford v. Glickman, where the USDA in this country targeted black farmers for generations.
What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing today? My name is Lane. I'm a third-generation farmer from Florida, and I'm standing in a field of potatoes we planted 70 days ago. We're going to dig one up. We're going to take a look and see what it looks like. This is a 90-day variety here. They are lapping up pretty good. Vines are looking nice and healthy, but that doesn't necessarily mean that there's anything good underneath them. But like I say, we're about to see. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I forgot to bring a tripod with me, but these things are big. I mean, they're about knee high. I'm 6'1". Nice, healthy looking vines. Enough talking, let's dig one up. And this right here so you get your hands dirty. Mama didn't raise no pretty boy. Well, this is what we got so far. That's what's to be expected this time of year. Now, like I said, this is a 90-day variety, but we ever hardly harvest them on the 90th day. We give them plenty of time to grow in size like we need them to. Now, looking at the seed here, that's the original seed piece that grew this plant. We cut our seed in a halves, thirds, or fourth. That way we get more use out of them. This farm that I'm on has some of the sandiest ground that we have. Nice, good sandy dirt produces pretty potatoes. I'll cover them back up. I'll come back and get them when it's time. I plan on trying to film as much as possible, trying to keep you updated on how the process is coming with growing the crop. But pretty soon here, before we know it, it'll be time to get in here and dig them.
So guys, I hope you have watched that video and you have seen how black people and also black farmers, they have come out and saying I'm warning to the white farmers, because majority of them, they went ahead and vote so that they can bring black people in the farms, like how these people they did on the days of slavery. So they thought that they will bring slavery back to the black Americans, but we have been seeing how majority of black Americans, they have been telling them that we are not going to get back on the fields, not this time. So DJT lied to these white farmers. He went ahead and told them that the people who are taking black jobs, it is the migrant people, and these people, they went ahead and vote for deportation. But right now you can see, after voting for deportation, majority of them, they are now losing their farms because the workers, they are not showing up, and also majority of the workers who they were doing jobs to their farms, they were immigrants. So these immigrant people, they feared ICE to come and raid on the farms, and because of that, majority of their workers, they are not showing up. And also they have severally tried to come out and beg help from black people, but black Americans, they have been denying to listen to their help. So black people, they have refused to go and do farm labor. So right now, black Americans, they are okay. These people, they are learned. Black Americans, they have degrees, and they cannot just go to the farms with their degrees. So kindly guys, I want also to share some of the reaction on the comment section, what black people, they have come out and say towards these white farmers, towards the MAGA farmers. Right now, they are having their Powerfull season. So this one is saying that keep up the good work, my black farmers. Exactly. So if black people they want they need to help the farmers, they need to help black farmers, because black farmers they didn't vote for this to happen. Black farmers they tried also to warn these white people, these MAGA people, not to vote for this administration because of the policy and things which it is coming to affect America. But these people they didn't listen. They thought that the policy which this government it is coming in with, it will only punish or affect black people, but right now you can see they are also being punished. So this one also is saying that who you make last, God make first. God bless the black farmers. Exactly. So these people, for a very long time, these people that have been enjoying the benefit, especially the MAGA farmers, the white farmers, they have been getting a lot of benefit from the government. But you can see sorry, the black farmers they've been getting they've not been getting the benefit from the government. So you can see right now these people they are now finding it hard to thrive without having benefit. This one is saying that if we did go to the fields, it would be with one of our black farmers. Exactly. If black Americans they need to go to the field, they need to go and help the black farmers. This one is saying that may God bless the farmers who was mistreated. This one is saying that the white farmers have been handed everything as well in many African countries. This one is saying that keep up the great work, black farmers. You are blessing to the nation. You are resilient and strong. FKUSDA loans not worth it. Exactly. Sorry, this one is saying that we black people see about each other. This one is saying that we don't need to go back to the field, but on our own properties, this food is killing us. So this one is saying that somehow in the world it is said the first will be last and the last will be first. Karma is coming to a whole lot of the people who try to hold black farmers back. Time has come to level the playing field. I pray for karma to do the long overdue justice to those who abuse my people. Exactly. So right now, these people, they need to know that karma is coming and majority of them, they are going to suffer. So this one is saying that when you've been treated like shit for 400 years, what do you think will happen? You get used to living like shit. It doesn't matter to us, bad or good. We have to make it work. Exactly. The reasons why also black farmers they are not crying is because these people they know how to make it, whether the government it is not on their side, whether they are getting benefit from the government or not. These people they know how to thrive. But right now you can see these white farmers they don't know how to thrive in a hard economy, and that's why majority of them they are coming out crying, as you can see. This one is saying that I am happy to see my people thrive, while the others who complain about handouts ironically are near extinction. I asked my father about the Great Depression and how did they survive it. He said in many cases there was no difference for them. Most people didn't put money in the bank, didn't have loans stock. They did what they always did better: trade good and service with other in the community. He also pointed out you don't see black in those on those soap line they show on TV. This one is saying that much love black farmers, the most high bless you all 100%. This one is saying that my father and mother are the first generation to not be raised on a plantation. This one is saying that God bless the black farmers. Do your thing. We are a resilient, hardworking, strong group of people who are accustomed to adversity and not strangers to the systemic racism and hatred that is and has always been perpetrated on the black farmers of America. Stay strong. Stay strong. This one saying that I was raised on a farm by grandparent down in Austin, Texas. It was hard work, but it was satisfying work because it was done on our time and don't have a problem getting my hand dirty. My grandparents didn't cry and complain about farming. We were resourceful like my ancestor. Much love to all the black farmers. You can see also black people that are sharing their what they have been going also through. This one saying that I am African American farmer only since 2020, and I discover my biological father was a farmer from Mississippi. My great grandfather was a farmer from Mississippi, and my grandfather on my father's side was a farmer in Mississippi. I've never received a penny from the USA. How beautiful the land of Africa. This one saying that trying to pull myself up by my bootstrap only to find out that white people were given a ladder and an elevator. Exactly. This one is saying that I am always studying history. Spend a minute looking up when or where the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers built dam flooding out whole valley and multiple communities. This was more frequent than the violence of Black Wall Street. These were a government-sanctioned campaign of forced migration of successful black communities and some peaceful, not racist, integrated communities. So kindly guys, also you can share your thoughts on the comment section. I'll be reading it on my next video. Thank you so much guys. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video, share and also comment. See you on my next one guys. Bye bye.